at least now I remember what my buttons are. That's unfortunate, because that was a pretty good time on Kaiba. But we're just getting started, so I could use the practice. Do all of that. And I'll get better with my mashing and all that miscellaneous stuff as time goes on. But I just want to set splits. I think that would be kind of nice. Because then I'll have something to run against, which is funny because it'll be entirely random. Alright, piece of Exodia, Sengen, and not entirely what I want, but it'll do. Sarigeki. I'm gonna leave Spellbinding Circle in my hand just because I get not bored with it, but there's Blue Eyes. We'll get rid of him. But Spellbinding Circle essentially triggers every turn, and now I'm trying to make up for the fact that I was an idiot before. And Blue Eyes has this animation. Animation drives me nuts. They give animations to certain cards in this game. I mean, there's some rhyme or reason to it. They're basically the monsters that are in story mode. The people's like signature monsters. But when you've seen it once, you've seen it about a million times. Let's see here. If we could get... There we go. I was about to say, if we could get something to skull, that'd be nice. Set that. Do that. And we got 2 pieces of Exodia, so a couple ways to win here as we build these out. It's nice that 2 of the most annoying duels in Kaiba and Evil are really early on, because you've seen how much I've had to reset on this Kaiba duel, so it's nice that it doesn't eat up time later in the run, but it does make it a little tough to get some of these runs going. Destroy the monster from your deck. No damage. How much of the control if you do? No. I don't want to do that. You got rid of my Summon Skull, that sucks. But Heart of the Underdog will help us draw some Exodia. I forget what some of the cards do, like Crush Card, because it's so different from the anime that, you know, he doesn't have to attach it to Sagi or anything like that. And I forget what they do in the regular card games. I'm not as familiar with that as I am in anime. Wanted to get some damage on him just in case I draw something else useful. I can start attacking at some point. There we go. Do that. Get to draw another card. Hopefully now we just fill up the hand, get all our Exodia pieces, and move on. That would be nice. I'm not counting on it, though. Last time was kind of cool because it was really the first time since I way early started playing this game that I got all of the Exodia pieces as you're intended to do. It's much more fun to do it the other way, to get Summon Skull out and just kind of go ham on him. But even that doesn't quite work as intended all the time, so we're making progress a little bit at a time here. We've got 2 Heart of the Underdogs, so Gaia will let us draw 2 cards now. But all of this eats time. It's not as much fun as just getting Summon Skull out there and going in on him. Let's see here. We've got 4 Exodia pieces. We need a right leg, as you're looking at it. Because if you look at him the other way, it would be his left leg, but I know what it is. And Exodia will come back later and make life very difficult. Playing Swords of Revealing Light just to get it out of my hand. Summon Gaia. I have to throw some cards away here, which is fine. We just want that last Exodia piece, or to just kind of beat him to death. He's finally cooperating with the all-out offense attack, so that's nice. Yeah, I'll get rid of Kuribo. He's marketable, but he doesn't really help us in the run at all. So there's Gaia. There's another Heart of the Underdog. Why not? Let's get as much firepower out there as possible. So this is more traditional, and this is why my split the first time is 6 minutes, because if you don't get Summon Skull out there in the first or second turn, this just ends up taking a long time. But I'll take it. It should be faster than my first split, if I remember that F1 is split this time. That'll make things a lot better. Rude Kaiser, you don't help. Right leg. And we're going to activate it 3 times. I don't care how overbloated my hand is. I just want to get through with this battle and get this run going. No, no, and no. Sure. I'm going to draw my whole deck here. I am building chains, though. That's one of the few achievements I don't have in this game, is getting the 100 chains. I'm playing on Xbox One because it's the version I have, although I think with the load times it's slower. Hey, there's Dark Magician. And we'll mash A a bunch. Building up the hand here. We're going to draw 3 more cards, get a few more chains. There's a Sangan. Up. What do you know? We ended with a normal monster again, so Yugi is stacking up the hand here. If he wants to get that other foot any time so we can end this, that would be awesome. Nope. Swing and a miss. Keep trying, Yugi. Oh, we're gonna have to discard something fierce here, especially if he's got like a negate attack or anything. What has the most attack out of everything I've got? I don't even know. We'll go with you, Soldier of Stone. So we're hoping for no negate attack here. Negate attack will make this not fun. Of course. Time to discard. Next, that ends my attack phase. We'll end phase. We'll get rid of you. We'll get rid of you, Dark Magician. We'll get rid of you, Feral Imp. Rude Kaiser. For 4. This is so bad. And it's just eating all of the time. Get rid of Dark Hole, too. Of course, we gotta get one more. We'll get rid of Monster Reborn. I meant to get rid of Snatch Steal, but it's okay. So I've discarded my entire deck now. Thank you, Swords of Revenge. Come on, Yugi. That's not what we wanted to see. You've got 8 cards left. There's one of them you can draw that'll help us out here. And this is why RNG can be terrible in this run. Pot of Greed, that'll help us out. Thank you, Yugi. Lost a little bit of time there, had to play that duel far more than I would have liked to do. But we got through it. We got through it. And this is the part, that's the part that I think is so much better on PC. It has to be, because getting through this in an hour and a half blows my mind, and that's what the world record is right now. Like, I feel like I know what to do. The Xbox One record is something like 3 hours, which is about what I'm expecting here. We've got a Sangan, we've got a Horn Imp, of course. Not the best lineup right now. I should have played Horn on him to start. Yeah, stupid. Go for 4. You know what? We're trying to get as much damage on Weevil as possible early on. No, I don't have a spam Exodia deck. I'm actually playing with the story deck prize. The thing about it is, though, Yugi's deck in the first duel is a spam Exodia deck. And I'm talking about just with the... I'm just talking about the story mode decks. Those are the ones that I've been wanting to run against anyway. But yeah, I don't have spam Exodia. He played Swords of Revealing Light. But yeah, I want to run with the story decks. I think that's a lot more fun. Yeah, and I would rather use the story decks. They're really tough. But I think it's more fun that way. Oh, Rip Sangan. We'll take Feral. Now that said, once you get to like Pegasus, this isn't boring, but it becomes enraging. Unfortunately, well, at this point in the anime, there's no Exodia deck because I keep forgetting if he has Swords of Revealing Light out. Oh, they're terrible. But I use them because I don't have the patience to build an actual good deck. And it's kind of fun to try and run with how it's intended. It's just such a... Well, I mean, you see Weevil's gonna get pain. When I get to Seeker later, that's gonna be a pain. But that's the fun of the challenge. You just hope you get the God RNG, and you hope that you can blow through some of these duels. Like, later on, I know I'm gonna lose time, because I'm not gonna beat Keith again in 4 minutes. That just won't happen. Let's regenerate. Save that for now. I'm guessing Maneater Bug is his face down card. Hey, it wasn't Maneater Bug. That's cool. Does it favor any character, or is it just kind of a mishmash of everyone? Yeah, my version of Yugi would be a lot better than it is at this point in the storyline, that's for sure. Because he just... It's all basic monsters. Oh, nice. That's a really cool idea. I like that. But the problem is when it comes to actually trying to run it, the line is you either use strict story mode or basically you Exodia Rush. And the Exodia Rush, people have some good times on those, but I just can't see the fun in it. I mean, it was funny to end up with 20 cards in my team, but I wouldn't want to do that every time. Still waiting for Maneater Bug incoming. The ridiculous thing is how many of these guys have Mirror Force early on. Because that's... Oh, Wabaku. Even better! Well, I don't see the challenge in using Exodia, or if you came into these duels, like against Weevil, and you had XYZ summons. That's just ridiculous to me. Like, I'm gonna summon 20-part XYZ cannon. Cool. Weevil has, Weevil has Petite Moth. I think you've won. Well, but they're fun because you actually make it challenging. You're not just abusing all of the banned cards to run through it as much as possible. And like you said, that's what everyone's doing, so it's not as much fun. But then again, they don't take forever to get through the Weevil duel. Oh, we got Karibo. He's in trouble now. Hornim has been doing a lot better than I had expected. Kukunobo, he's grasping at straws now. See, you're better than I am because you know how to play the Destiny heroes. I get to that part, I got through it in the story mode. I think it's Alistair's deck, but that's tough. I should have flipped over Exodia. Won't matter, we got this one. But at that point, Cries, you're just playing as Seeker. That's all you're doing. Because Seeker has 85 Exodia pieces and just tries to get them all out. But that's funny in the reverse story modes when you play as Seeker, you either deck yourself or you get Exodia on like the second turn. I do still love those videos where you get all those people that have tons of... Well, they get beat by Seeker in the first turn. That's fair. I mean, I'm sure it's still a lot of fun playing against the computer with those. I gotta focus here because I'm switching to Joey's deck. Baby Dragon. Get rid of Shield and Sword. Flame Manipulator. Boy, Joey, you just have garbage. You just have all the garbage, Joey. Good, I accidentally set that face down. See, those are fun because it's a race basically to get Exodia out. You're not just, you're not just constantly scanning your deck trying to get it out in enough time. Attackable Earth monsters. Where is polymerization one? actually got a chance to do something. Pendulum Summon. Again, I wish I knew more about Pendulum Summons. I tried that in this one. Didn't go well for me. I got through it just to beat that one. There's only one story mode with the Pendulum Summon, but I just don't get it because all the characters are so strong. Yeah, that's fine. Come on, Joe, you're a gambler. Give me polymerization. Let's get moving. That's not polymerization, Joey. This is another duel. Well, I guess this took a while against Mai. That does say harpies on the split, not... Okay, well, that'll take that. But yeah, I don't understand how you pendulum summon, Rise. I just knew that I played cards, they ended up on one side and on the other, and... Okay. Yeah, no, I know the symbols because I beat the duel, but apart from beating the duel, I wasn't really that sure of what I was doing. And then, because all the cards that you pendulum summon are so powerful, it almost seemed like whoever went first won. I keep making... Oh, I couldn't have put Battle Spear out. 3... Alright, I'm with you so far. Oh... So then, yeah, you'd get 5 monsters out almost immediately. We got our boy Jerry Beans. Can't remember if he plays Jerry Beans in the anime or not, but I love that card. It's adorable. But yeah, so you would... And like you mentioned, with Witch of the Black Forest, Sangan, and Blue Dragon Summoner, basically all you would do is get your pendulum cards out, spam them, and then when they all die, you have Exodia and win. If I'm understanding it right. Wall of Disruption. I can see where that would be fun, but I can see where if you actually played that against like a friend or something, they would want to throw the controller at you. Because that would be infuriating. It's like, I have a buddy who's really good at Magic. He tries to get me to play it a lot. And it's basically the same thing. That he knows everything to beat me exactly perfectly, and just wrecks me. What am I missing here? This seems too easy. I don't like having to attack this much. I would much prefer to beat Mai before she gets running for Trickeration. That's so mean! Flood the field and then Dark Hole. The way you play Yu-Gi-Oh! It would just get me mad. Granted, this gets me mad too, but for different reasons. Well, are there a lot of removal decks in this? Because I could see... Because there are some decks in the other story modes too that are all removal and they're just ridiculous. That'd be cool. Like I said, I'm just trying to use the story decks right now because the people who run the game with custom decks, they're, again, way, way ahead of where I am. And because of that, there's not a whole lot of point. I'm not entirely sure how, like, optimized they are. And I like the story mode decks. It's just the throwing of the controller that gets a little infuriating. Go against Mako. Mako, we just gotta avoid Umi. Oh yeah. I only ever see banishing when people mean to do it as almost like a delayed summon. I'm trying to remember what the Sarcophagus card is, but that's one of those ones where you banish a card for 4 turns and then you're broken. Alright. So Curse of Dragon will be nice here. But we're basically hoping he doesn't get Umi. Umi's gonna be a restart. Later on, there's a lot of surrendering. Yeah, that's the one. And then I think it's Odeon. Odeon just ends up getting all of his most powerful cards out. Not good times. Mario, are you talking about in the story mode decks, or in kind of the cards you get just from playing the random duels? Because eventually you get some really good tuner cards in the story mode duels, but you really got to just kind of grind through the points where they're not very good. Oh, what was I doing here? I was summoning Rock Lobster. Yeah, you do get some good tuners later on, but that's the problem, basically, is they make you play through all those story mode duels that have horrible tuners, and it's incredibly frustrating. Oops. Might help if I tried not to play that on my battle phase. I like all the Nitro tuners, Cries. Because those tend to be the ones that you use in, I think, 5Ds. That's the good story mode to go to, Mario, if you want to see some cool tuners. 5Ds is really good for that. Because he has these, like, Nitro, or the, like, jump synchrons. They're really good to use. But, again, you have to get through most of, like you said, most of the story mode duel before that. He is cool once you can get him out a lot, but it does take some getting used to. It's almost like every season is a completely different card game from the one that you get used to. Like, you just get used to this one, and then they introduce 800 fusions. There we go. I would be happy that I'm getting golds here, but it's because I don't even really have splits yet. And this took me 15 minutes before. But when do you get Starlight Road in story mode, Prize? Because there are a lot of duels where you have to basically get the perfect draw to summon it. Well, I've got the battle guards. Card 1 card, reduce the levels of all monsters you can by 2, even after they're summoned. So cost down. Swamp. Oh! Never mind. Never mind, I ruined it. That's disappointing. Twister. What did he do here? Tell you what, Rex, we're gonna take a do-over here. Because I was not paying attention. Well, I think it's for the same reason that you just said, Mario. The problem with it is, it's complicated. You're right, because I like this a lot better than Duel Links. But yeah, Mario, when you get into XYZs, when you get into synchro summons, it's really hard for someone to just pick that up and learn it. And it's unfortunate because Yu-Gi-Oh's a lot of fun. But it's so complicated. And I think people would probably rather learn Magic. A lot of people would probably rather learn, like, Hearthstone instead of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because there's just so many different versions of it. What do you play? What do you do? We can't all be like Cries, who knows how to do pretty much everything in this game. Normal summon. Oh, this is... Well, fortunately, he got that, and he'll sacrifice it and do something else with it. But then we'll get rid of that. Okay. Yep. No. Yeah, we'll do that now. Oh, that's right, I can't attack that turn. And you're not going to find anybody, Mario, that'll be like, I just want to play standard Yu-Gi-Oh! Because they're always like, I've got my super broken deck. That's what I'm going to use. Into a monster you could punch control. I'm guessing you won't let me. Awesome. But that's almost good, because if it was as OP as you think it is, then it would be banned. And in a lot of instances, you wouldn't be able to use it. So it kind of works out that it's not incredibly OP, it's just kind of OP. Of course. Speaking of kind of OP, never being able to attack is really annoying. Yeah. But now we can snatch steal that and summon the battle card. Well, I would prefer Swamp Battle card. Take control of the equipped monster. I will do that now. Actually, Kajidiousy would probably be a better card. Now I can just start getting rid of his dinos. Thank God he put that face down for whatever stupid reason. Or I would have Red Eyes Black Dragon out, and I would be losing. There's nothing wrong with using banned cards, it's just... I don't have the DLC, no. I'm still just playing through the regular story mode and all that stuff. Ideally, I want to set it up so that I can marathon the entirety of story mode, but that's still a ways out, unfortunately. Mainly because I have to carve out enough time for a 14-hour run to play all of story mode. Is ranked all just the same decks? Oh, that's right, I keep giving 1,000 life points. I need to stop it. My two-headed King Rex. Equip only to a fire monster. You are not a fire monster. Ranked is that way in everything, Cries. You just get so many... It's like you were talking about with the meta. You get so many people who find the deck, that's all they use, and enjoy not being able to play anything because, like you said, it's all meta. Well, there's not a whole lot we can do here. We can attack. Oh, he didn't put anything down. We can win. Yay. We'll save some time there. I guess you won my starships. That's why they need something where you have to use like character decks. That would be cool. Or not even story mode decks, but like you said, kind of altered story mode decks. I would have a lot of fun with that. Unfortunately, that's not what you get. You get, I've got all of the cards that should be banned that aren't. We've got the Magician of Black Chaos, even though I think that's banned now. Alright, Yugi. Draw some good cards here. Because Yami Bakura is a pain. We need 2 cards to summon Dark Magician, so we'll throw one of them away. Should have thrown both of them away and soul charged. Whoops-a-daisy. Lesson learned. That's fine. I'll do this. Then I will Soul Charge. Take you, Dark Magician. Violito and his battling boxer. Oh, man. Isn't he the guy that, like... I'm trying to remember what he does, but I just... Seeing that card, like, evoked chills for me, so I know it's terrible. I mean, it's good, but it's terrible to go up against. And I'm guessing he always gets it out as soon as humanly possible, because that's always how that works. Ugh! That actually worked out for me. We'll do this. This isn't gonna work. There's no way this is gonna work. This seems too easy. Because now I'm gonna Monster Reborn Dark Magician. Oops. Go back. Not enough for a one-hit kill, but we're getting pretty close. That's fine. Okay. You, I bet you have an animation. You do. Favorite Gen 1 character? That's a tough question. Probably... Well, are you familiar with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged prize? Because if you know Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, then Duke Devlin or Tristan. But if you're just talking about the regular show, maybe Merrick? Let's see here. Yeah, then that's a tough... Joey was what got me into the show. Because he's so goofy. There's a man-eater bug. Won't be enough, though. But yeah, Joey got me into the show. The first episode I watched was a duel with the Paradox Brothers, and I just kind of laughed at him. So I would say Joey's my favorite character. Because then I liked all of his duels in Battle City. I mean, because he introduced Jinzo, he ended up fighting Weevil the second time. And I just thought he had a lot more interesting storyline than Yugi. Because Yugi ended up walking around Battle City for most of the entirety of the thing. And it wasn't... Joey was doing all the fighting. Is it based around Time Wizard? And Kunai with Chain? Or did you go far enough to have Black Eyes Skull Dragon? Because that's the question, is at what point in the first generation did you build your Joey deck around? Because at this point in the anime, he's terrible. Blue Flame Swordsman, yeah, that's pretty awesome. I thought Jinzo was the greatest card until I realized how easily it can be countered. Jinzo seemed so cool the first time I saw him. Hello, Torek. We're gonna need you to do some work here. Actually, I lied. That's going on Rude Kaiser because he's gonna start playing Castle of Dark Illusions, and if I don't have anything that can take it out, this becomes a long duel really quick. Throughout the full series. So that's even counting... You're going all the way to, like, the Dark Saga and all of that stuff. See, that's when I stopped watching Gen 1. Admittedly, I switched to Yu-Gi-Oh! GX for a little bit because I'm a heathen. I regret the decision. But I'm just now getting caught up in the anime, like with everything that happened after Battle City. Because I caught the 4Kids version. I'm kind of a pleb like that. This was a good Panic fight, too. I'm really happy with this. Again, I've got a lot of rainbow splits, which means it's the fastest I've ever done. But I've only done this once before, so you kind of have to take it with a grain of salt. We beat Panic in 2 minutes. with the story mode deck. Who's your favorite character, Cries? And Mario, if you watch the anime too. Seto Kaiba will go first. What's wrong with your mouse? Is it broken? Kaiba. You know what? Kaiba's gonna take a mulligan. Yeah, you're right. Because Pegasus, I was talking about Jinzo. The first time you saw the Toon Monsters, and they were hit, like, you couldn't hit them at all, it was unbelievable. But then, you know, he was cheating. Seto's pretty awesome in the anime, though. So that's a good call, Mario. Well, of course he is. He's the bad guy. White Stone of Legends, curse into graveyard. Alright, so how do I discard it? Doing a whole lot of nothing here. Quit shoveling my cards. I'm trying to find the right one. Giant Soldier of Stone. Oh, missed it. No, Kaiba. We're talking about how Kaiba's kind of a dick. Pegasus is awesome. I mean, although he is, I guess, kind of a dick too. But they're the bad guys. Of course they are. They're supposed to be. Yugi's giving us a lesson in what we're supposed to be doing here. That's how you're supposed to play Yugi. Graceful Charity, Kaiba, or we're surrendering. You've got one shot at this. You didn't do it. You failed, Kaiba. Well, but he invented all of Duel Monsters. Based on, you know, a trip to Europe, like you do, when you're trying to get some entertainment. And I don't know that he is gay, because remember he was married to Cecilia. I mean, spoilers, but he had a wife. Granted, isn't he like 25 or something? He's way younger than you would think. Okay, now we're looking pretty good here. Takes no damage. Griff War, you're not dark. Well, Illusionist. Summon you. Spell just to see what's there. Multiply. I should have set that because I can't trigger it this time. Stupid. That'll work. He volunteers as tribute. He's got a Grebo and Kobe. What are the three lines of text? And can't you always like Control E or whatever and then Control V? I know it's not Control E, but there's a shortcut to copy. Boy, if Yami would let me discard right now, that would be pretty awesome. Where's the card that lets me stand on the ledge? Kaiba on the ledge is powered up. That's like Super Saiyan Kaiba. And now Yugi plays Karibo. Doesn't take that much. Cool beans, bro. Well, but what are you trying to paste? I mean, you're trying to paste it here, or are you like working on a paper? Another multiply. Let's see, they'll do 3,100 by themselves. Unless he does some voodoo, this should be the best way to get some damage on him. I don't mean to laugh, it's just I've been there so many times. Or maybe you need, like, the Millennium Mouse. And that's the only way that you can send what you need to. Oh, good, Dark Magician. Good, the animation for Dark Magician. I don't know how you fix it. I just know that technology for me is always terrible. My suggestion would be unplug it and plug it back in, but that never works. But that's the extent of my technical knowledge. I managed to get this working, but it took like 6 months to do that. What am I missing here? How am I about to lose everything? That's good. Do you need to change the battery then? Because the battery could be dying. That happens on my keyboard a lot. Well, not a lot, but I'm ready to smash my keyboard and then I realize that the batteries are dead. Let me discard. Go, Battle Ox. Could this be the end for Yami? Yes, it could. Somehow we beat Kaiba faster than that last time. Actually lost time there, but that's the funny part of the RNG of all this. Traps, bottomless trap hole, 3 call to haunted, 2 Kunai with chain. Yeah, that's a good deck. But again, that's a brutal, brutal deck. Well, the other option, Mario, is to do what I do, which is basically surrender until you get the absolute best possible deck you can, except for with Taya. Taya's deck is, it's so bad. Shining Friendship, you're going to be the MVP today. Of course, Birdface. Appreciate you. Swordsman, Copycat, Gear Sword. Well, Taya's deck is broken. It's meant to just pump up as much stuff as humanly possible. Hey, Mirror Force. Nothing destroys friendship. Remember that. That's the lesson today. Because you could pump up your Shining Friendship to like 25 million attack points, pretty much. Because that tends to be how Taya's decks work. That's how they're supposed to work, but in the anime, she doesn't know how any of her cards work. That's real. Where did you find a Gen 1 themed character tournament? That seemed like it would be a lot of fun. Card 1 spell card. I don't have 1 spell card. Monster. Very gift. Oh, nice. See, you're lucky like that, because that's what me and Mario were talking about. We don't know enough people that like Yu-Gi-Oh! To be able to do that. And that's the unfortunate part of it. And you got Taya. Well, I mean, depending on what cards you have, that's sort of okay. But I could see how you'd be really unhappy with it, especially if you didn't know how broken her deck can be. Happy Lover, sure. Not to be confused with Harpy Lover, that's completely... This does not need to take this long. Because you knew that Taya was broken. That's why. Because you're way too smart when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! You have to use any... Yeah, so Cestus of Dialga, the thing that gives you like 8,000 attack, which isn't Cestus of Dialga, but I forget what it's called. Is this gonna win me the game? Aha! Get over it, Mai. Not by much. Wait. Taya used Dark Magician? I don't remember that. Or you mean you killed whoever had Dark Magician? Oh, this is a lot of everything. It's from your hand or field. These levels. Can't do much yet. But if I could draw one more monster, that would be great. The virtual world. Oh. See, you're thinking way more about it than I am. That's a really smart move. Cool. Appreciate you. Can we draw one monster, please? That'll make this go a lot quicker. That'll make this go a lot quicker. Thank you. Blackluster Ritual. I know I didn't have to do that. I probably could have brain controlled. Pack position. Swing for 2,300. How many? No. I'll save that until I can do something better with it. That's what I mean. You're thinking about it way more than I would, because I'm, like I said, I'm like a pleb Yu-Gi-Oh fan, so I'm just thinking about her duel with Taya, and I guess her duel with Yugi in kind of the first one. Also send monster from deck to graveyard. Get rid of that. Mai's making me think a lot more than I care to. Can't. It's not gonna do me any good now. Into the heart of darkness. And you have all of these cards. So you were like an extra super collector. Because that's the part I'm jealous of. I got on board with this, I got on board with Yu-Gi-Oh! Way after those cards started coming out. So I couldn't actually use them. Which was the disappointing thing. Or do you just play online? Voganian rings a bell with me, but I forget what it does. That's my problem. All these cards are super familiar, but I can't remember why. Thank you, Mai. Appreciate your time. Keith. See, now, I've gotten crazy good luck so far, so Keith is going to take way longer than I expected. Every card in Legacy Unlocked. How much time did that take you? Because that seems like it would take forever. You only get a couple cards for a duel. Swamp Battle Guard, Mystic Space Typhoon if he plays Mausoleum. Where can fit one? Hey, I was reading that. No, not yet. Said no. Number monster only needed. Play some 2,600, 2,400. 2,000. Now I'll do that. Ready your Mausoleum, Keith? Oh no, Keith, you're going to kill me with your Barrel Dragon. Oh, I forgot. Stupid flipping a coin. Stupid flipping a coin. That's no fun. I thought I had it all figured out. Yeah, he needed it. Ugh. Dark, yeah. Awesome, 2 polymerizations. Oh, wait. It's actually okay. It's gonna be so awesome when you beat it, though. Like, I remember when this first came out, there were a bunch of people that watched stream at Mario, and there were some duels, even in the GX series, some people had so much trouble with the Alistair duel, it took them like 2 hours. Entire parts of their like Let's Plays were dedicated to beating one duel. And those were nothing compared to some of the boxer duels. That's kind of where I stopped, because I just rage quit. And I chalked it up to I didn't understand what I was doing, so that must be it. But those were a nightmare. Some of the duels in GX were bad for me. Oh no. I need to add something to my timer that shows how long this took me last time. Because this took forever, and Pegasus took 25 minutes. Yes. You're so right, Cries. And the boxer deck Mario's talking about, absolutely one of them. What do we got here? Hey, okay. Can I be normal summon set? Can I special summon it? Immediately after applying effect. What a worthless card. Alright, basically we just need Joey to not get any of his fusion monsters out. Because if he gets the fusion monsters out, this goes bad quick. Because Dark Sage is so... Of course, I have to call a coin toss right at the same time that I happen to have Dark Magician out there. Well, looks like we're going to be restarting. Oh no, that's okay. I thought he was summoning Black Skull Dragon. Black Skull Dragon is the end of days. Oh, we've got a stalemate. Cool, draw an equipment card first. Now we need Summon Skull. If I get Summon Skull, then it's good time. Maybe later, Cries. I kind of enjoy playing the story decks. I really just have fun playing those because... I know you get stuck with the decks that are pure hate, but at least for this and for speedrunning, I don't know that I'm going to build a deck that's better than what someone else is going to do, unfortunately. I mean, I would like to, but I can't remember what the record is for custom decks, but it's brutal. And it's probably because people have the crazy salty decks that you have. Why can't I check? I wish I could check this during Joey's turn, because I'm pretty sure I've got Black Skull Dragon, but I'm not positive, and I would like to know that. Well, now we'll find out. Thank you. Get rid of you guys. I think Black Skull Dragon has the custom animation. Black Skull Dragon was a cool card. The scale of power in this was nuts, too. Oh! I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Joey, you got lucky. Oh, Cursed Dragon. Dark Magician. Weekend Monster Reborn. Dark Magician. I could go for Dark Sage, But that ain't gonna happen. Although it's Joey, so you know what's gonna happen now? He's gonna throw a Time Wizard out there and ruin Christmas. That's what he did. That's why this took so long in the first run, because he just would throw... I basically end up in this situation. He'd throw Time Wizard out there and ruin Christmas. So we're gonna see how this goes. Now, Copycat will copy Black Skull Dragon. Good for you, kiddo. That's no good either. Although, to do that, at least for now. Oh, this could have been over and I screwed myself. Let's see. Do we have Metal Morph? Metal Morph would be good right now. Another Summon Skull. Don't know what that's gonna do. We wouldn't have Kunai with Chain, because that's... I'm trying to think of some way out of this stalemate. When I can check their video cries, I just haven't done that. Because, again, I just saw how ridiculously fast they were blowing through everything, and I was like, that's not going to help me out at all. I mean, I feel like I should almost surrender this and start over. Because I don't think he's going to punt this ever. So I'm basically going to need an equip card, unless he gets one first. Well, Pot of Greed gives a couple more chances. Those aren't going to help. I'm fishing right now. I'm not super sure what to do. So, yeah, he's going to kill that. Yeah, I know. If he didn't kill it, though, like if I could have Spellbinding Circled, then I could have gotten Gaia out, killed both of these, and gone from there. But nothing I've got right now is worth doing that for. Does he have monster? Screw it. We'll kill those. If he kills this, then I'll surrender and try again. That's why I hate this battle. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good now. Or better than we were. Until he plays another Copycat. That, you talk about cards that are pure salt, Prize. Copycat. Because he just played a 1-star card and all of a sudden he had my Black Skull Dragon. Unbelievably nonsense. Then again, Ancient Rules, pretty ridiculous. Dark Magician. And Book of Secret Arts. Even that wouldn't have taken down Black Skull Dragon. But at least we can swing for 2,800. Where is Mirror Force? Where are you, Mirror Force? Alright. Now, we are protected. In case he does something I'm gonna regret. I could have won. I'm shooting myself. Don't judge me too harshly, Cries. I'm shooting myself in all of the feet this week. But we're okay now. Look at that. I saved 13 minutes from when I fought him the first time. Now, if Pegasus goes, as well as that one does. I mean, there's still a long way to go, but this would be pace for the Xbox One record. Which isn't saying much because, like I said, that's 2 hours slower than the PC record. But still, I mean, I don't have any speedruns up anywhere, so it would be nice to just get one of them. Boy, this is a mess. Cool. Have an idea, but if it doesn't work pretty early on, I'm gonna have to surrender and try again. If he gets relinquished out now, that's fine. But if he puts relinquished out soon, it won't have anybody to absorb. A couple spell-shattering arrows. What were you installing? Anything? Call of Duty, maybe? I'm just gonna guess. I don't know you at all, but I'll guess Call of Duty. That's what I need to serve him. Black Magic Ritual, and I don't have any monsters. Yeah, we got some. No monsters in the graveyard. That was such a good hand that I couldn't do anything with it. Oh, nice! I've heard some good things about it. I was never big into the Need for Speed games. I guess because I went the other way. I went with like Gran Turismo and Forza. But I always loved watching Need for Speed games. They were so much cooler because there were those arcade races. Anyone? That'll work. What are you gonna do? Oh, I can't do anything. Or not Kaiba, Pegasus. Also, oh, do I have to have him in my hand to do that? That would make sense. Got really excited there for a second. Have to, but Pegasus plays the mystical human. So he should direct attack. Or, an attack. We are on the defense. If I draw Magician of Black Chaos, that's pretty much gonna... Well, it won't be it, because he's got a lot of ridiculous stuff. But that would help. This again. Yes. Go ahead and chain spell shattering. I get to do some damage here. That's kind of nice. What have I been doing frames wise? I've dropped 400. Nice. Good work, you. He's gonna play Toon World again though, so it's not gonna matter much. But if I get Magician of Black Chaos, if I can get Dark Magician, that would help. That's fine. That's okay. That's not good, because he only has one fusion monster. No. He's gonna take probably King Dragon. That's fine. Hello there. Oh, what do we gotta get to? We gotta get to 8. That's 5. That's 8. That's a summon. It's not gonna be this easy. It's not. Oh no! I can't attack the turn I use that? Why could I attack him? Other monsters on the field cannot change their battle positions or attack. This card will be destroyed by battle. No, that's not good. So what do we do here? We do... If I brain control him, that won't do me any good. Because all I'll be able to do is get rid of that. Shoot! I'm gonna have to put that out there to chump block. It should do pretty good, Mario. You are just the worst type of person. I'm not too worried about it because I'm gonna... If I can pull this off, I can make up some time. I'm worried about a mirror force. This'll do it. Activate brain control. Brain control him. Sacrifice him to summon Skull. Way to go! I'm glad you finally got by him because those are the worst. Safe zone. Unbelievable. Or be destroyed by battle, so I can still attack him. Another one. How did you beat him? Did you just get lucky draw? Oh, that's good. Target one monster your opponent controls and one monster you control. Destroy the first target and you control the second target you control. That I'll do. Play Mystic Fox. You know what, Pegasus? You seem like a nice guy. Take him for me. There we go. But isn't it sad that that's what you need to beat him? And that's how the story mode is set up, unfortunately. Like, it's set up for you to have to get the perfect draw in order to win. And I guess it's because it's like the story, you get all these things that can only ever happen with the absolute perfect draw. That's the worst. But I mean, I'm glad you finally got by him. It's just infuriating that you had to deal with that. So I'm 45 minutes ahead of where I was. Something tells me this isn't gonna stick for this long. Although... this is a pretty good start. So you have played Hearthstone? What did you think about it, apart from the bosses being crazy hard? Because I liked it. It just seems like it takes forever to actually get going. Like, there's a lot of introductory challenges and stuff. There's Hamir. Well, then the people that play Hearthstone competitively are... That seems like that would take your whole life. To play Hearthstone competitively like a lot of other people do. That is a train in the background. I live kind of in the middle of nowhere, and you can hear some scenic trains every now and then. Yeah, and that's the problem. Yeah, at least when you play this, if you play long enough, you can eventually get all the cards. Well, RNG and then people that spend way more money than you do to be good. Take a gamble here. Thank goodness I did that. Keith is the worst. All his monsters do are blow yours up. Well, I think what you have to do, Mario, and I'm kind of just kidding with you here, but obviously the strategy if you want to be good at Hearthstone is you have to get sponsored by someone, then you have to go to those everything tournaments and win those. And if you do those little things, then you can be good at Hearthstone. But that was my problem with it too. Was it's like Magic. If you ever play Magic the Gathering, basically people spend $200 on their deck, and then you play them with kind of your generic cards that you picked up, and it's just like good luck. That's cool. I mean, I don't know what the tiers are. Like, I'm used to Overwatch, where in Overwatch you can hit some of those higher tiers, and it's like, you hit Platinum Legendary, but that doesn't actually mean anything. It means, like, the second tier up. But good for you, because that's infinitely better than I could ever do. Oh, it was a Mechanical Chaser. Still, hanging in there. I was glad you stopped by, Mario, because it's been a little bit quiet the last few times I've streamed. Granted, I've only ever done it twice, so it's just been nice to have some people to hang out with. Yeah, and then people stream their grind up, I imagine. But that's not as bad as Overwatch, because Overwatch, the competitive resets once every couple months, but they have people now who will intentionally play bad to get all the way down to the bottom, and then stream their way working up. But the people that they screw over along the way are kind of mad at it. Save more time. Uh-oh. And I don't know if you saw who's up now, but we've got Seeker. So, buckle up, this is going to be another long one. I didn't think I beat Seeker the first time through this. Well, if you're having fun, that's good, because I plan to stream a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because, like you've mentioned, I have a lot of fun doing this too. I mean, I'm not having fun thinking about how I'm going to beat Seeker. Yeah, I know. He's going to be rifling through his deck here for a while. Let's see how quickly I can lose to Exodia. I can't believe I beat Pegasus on the second try. I beat Pegasus on the second and Joey on the first. This seems familiar. I like it, it's hands off. Look, I'm playing video games here. It doesn't look like it. There we go. There's Swords of Revealing Light. There's Pot of Greed. No Exodia yet, somehow. Spell Shattering Arrow. Summon Skull. And that ends my turn. Oh, I've beaten all of regular Yu-Gi-Oh! And I've beaten all of GX with the pre-made decks, but it's a nightmare. I mean, it's like you said, buckle up. This is gonna take a little while. It is fun making your own, but it's fun trying to relive the story. Except for this battle and a couple other ones. There are a couple that are just not fair. But I need, if I can get, let's chain destruction. That's for a monster. Not gonna help me. Look. Because there's another Swords of Revealing Light coming. You know there's another one coming, and it's gonna be a nightmare. He discarded an Exodia piece? Ah. Yeah. Oops. Nope. Wrong button. You know it's fun until you grow to hate him, because... Oh, good. Here comes Exodia. This is too easy. We're gonna lose. Just ruined my life. Just ruined my life. I love that they do that. They did that with Power Rangers. They've done it with a couple things. They'll live stream some marathons that are really cool. Yeah, this is about the best Seeker you can hope for. He hasn't gotten Exodia, and he's almost done with his deck. But it's there, so it's just a matter of time. I don't have enough monsters right now to do anything. At least he skips his... Can he play anything? Oh, he may only have monsters. I might have gotten lucky. No way. Because he's going to have to skip his next draw phase. Oh, I might have the good luck. He skips his draw phase because of the other card he played. Wow. He does, but he can't draw because he played that card that skips his draw phase. Check this out. Boosh. So, I thought Seeker was supposed to be hard. No, trust me, I know that was the luckiest. I'm never gonna get a Seeker that lucky again. First try, easy mode. Sad thing is, like, this is good for Xbox One, but for PC, the guy who played with all the story mode decks was almost done at this point. And I think I've got 9 more battles. Oh, Special Summon 1 Dark Magician. Oh, I have to go first? I'm gonna go first. 1, 2, 3. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Well, I don't know if you saw, he had 22 cards in his discard pile. Because that's just the kind of guy he is, apparently. Now, this is another duel that took me forever when I was... This is where I quit, because I don't have any splits after this, and I had just gotten fed up with Arcana. Uzaki... That's fine. Have you seen some of the videos on, I don't think that would work. That won't work. Have you seen some of the videos on YouTube, Mario, of people losing on the first turn? Like, he goes first, he plays 2 cards, and then they lose. But what's funny is in the reverse duel, I've never had that happen. Playing as Seeker, I never get that lucky. Usually I have to run through my entire deck, and even that doesn't work. What does this do? Chemistry 1 has to do... What things the monkey have? That's stupid. No, I'll let him do it, and then I won't. Or if I... Yes. Don't know if this is the right move or not. No. We will do... Ring control. I could too. When I played through this to see if like it would be possible to speedrun it, Seeker was a nightmare. And because he just takes such a long time to do anything. I did this wrong, and I might pay for it. Good. Good, good, good. I know what you mean. And I'm still trying to figure some of that out myself. It's really weird how a lot of stuff resolves. Typically, I think if they've played it, unless it specifically says counter, you can't counter it. So, like, when he flipped over, I forget what it was. When he did Dark Magic Curtain, if I played Mystic Tornado, I'm destroying it after it already activated, so it doesn't do you any good, basically. That's my BS explanation for it. I don't know if that's actually how it works, but that's always how I've been kind of interpreted it. Is if you destroy it when it's face down, you're fine. If you destroy it when it's face up, that's when you start to have issues. Good card destruction. Or not card destruction, Messenger of Peace. Really want to beat him soon. Good. Now we run into some problems. This is... I needed to save Dust Tornado for Messenger of Peace, I think. He's gonna summon a card that can't attack? Okay. Too bad you can't use it. Another Dark Magic Curtain? That's not going to do me any good. Where's Malice? After this card was sent to the field, or sent to the graveyard by the effect. That doesn't help either. Okay. I agree with you. It definitely... It's complex and it has a lot of depth, but at the same time it's like BS and you don't like it. You know? Because it all makes sense, kind of. Mirror Force is strong. Messenger of Peace is strong, too. Because it drags these duels out for such a long time. Got another Dark Magician. Not that it matters. Because now I'm stuck. Basically, I just have to hope I draw another Dark Tornado. Well, Mirror Force, I think that's why it's banned, because it really does just make everything ridiculous. I'm not gonna play Dark Magic Curtain. He's bleeding himself, which is nice. Summon Skull. Sure, I'll take you. Now we play the waiting game. But it's not as bad as it was the first time. The first time around I was losing blood. Mirror Force is strong, but Regeki is even worse. Because Regeki, you don't even need them to attack, you just destroy everything. I can understand that. Most games have mana systems, if you think about it. Oh, now he's got to tribute his guy. I take 1250. That's not good. So I'm gonna lose. Wait a minute. 1200, 1300, 1250. I've got enough to do this. As long as he doesn't destroy me here. Okay, so we get rid of that. He takes 1250 and we win. Whew. Still saved some time. Back to Weevil. Pot of Greed is busted because of the Exodia decks. Just like Mystic Tornado, Soggy, or not Soggy, Witch of the Dark Forest, everything that lets you just scan your deck for everything you want, basically. Second Weevil battle. Now, if I've counted these right, I've got 8 more. And we're making really good time for only having 8. Joey has so much removal in his deck for this battle, which is good because the cards I have are terrible. I like Pot of Greed. What's wrong with 2 free cards and you don't have to give anything up for it? Especially if you can draw another Pot of Greed. I don't see anything broken about that at all. Joey going full-on removal here, which isn't going to do me much good. We'll just plan everything face down. Another polymerization. I'm going to surrender, play again. Oh yeah, well, because they also have names that are sort of like Pot of Greed, but not quite. They're like, you know, they're like, I'm trying to think of what some of them are, but they're like Pot of Happiness. Draw 2 cards, but pay half your life points. Because the downsides to them are ridiculous. Like, you pay a ton for using those cards. This looks better. Shard of Greed, exactly. Or like Urn of Greed. Card. Now we need those polymerizations again. Because polymerization would... Joey would be pretty rough at that point. Face down, face down. Nothing. Oh, you are the worst. No. Not much we can do now. Wow. Wow. This is horrible. Cool, my alligator sword insect. What about Pot of Selfishness, Mario? It's the Pot of Selfishness. You have to discard 3 cards, but you get to draw 2. So it's like a reverse Graceful. Even Graceful Charity's banned. No. You can put as many cards in the extra deck as you want, because, like you said, there's no downside to it. It gives you a lot of options. I mean, I guess that's the only downside to it, is you may not need all of those options. Cool. Thanks for Parasite. So this is lame. I've never seen him use this combo before. It makes sense, but it's just bad. Yeah, I know what you're gonna then you special summon a wind monster. Yeah. He's just sacrificing all of his monsters. I mean, he's not taking any damage, but appreciate you, fam. He didn't really do much there. Battle wind guard. Set that, we can get some more damage on him. We gotta be able to destroy a trap card. This is such a waste of time. I mean, now it's not. It's monster on the field. Yeah, that's the game where you have the deck masters and you have to actually like move your cards to attack. Use it as your hand. Grave Robber. Eradicating. Oh, it is. Yeah, Duelist of the Roses was so cool. Yeah! I used to love that game, but it was so hard to get cards in it. Like, I remember I had, like, Mystic Pumpkin, I think is what it was called. And it did me no good at all. Because, like, I forget what its bonus was, but I had just watched the show. That was the only thing that I knew about Yu-Gi-Oh! And so I was like, where are all of the cards that I like? And it was just so rough to try and figure that out. I probably should have reset this duel, I think. Yeah, Duelist of the Roses was a great game. I might still have it in a box somewhere. I haven't thought about that in forever. Jinzo, trap cards, and their effects cannot be activated. Negate. Hello, Jinzo. Making life better. Well, now that we've got all the trap cards negated, we're okay. I'm glad I played it out one more turn, because if I hadn't, this would have taken forever. Summon you. Skull Dice. If we can get Garuzis in there. It won't be over, but it'll be close. So we're gonna get Garuzis out. That's good. You're not kidding about the bugs. But that's the other funny part about it too. Is trying to play those reverse duels. It's gold. I don't know. You can always go into your deck and it should show you if it's banned or not. But I'm not sure, because I always play with the story decks, so I can't remember. I'm horrible at knowing what's banned and what isn't. If we get lucky one more time, this is gonna be over. That's why I said it. That doesn't help. Well, I mean, it's okay. I feel like Gold Sarcophagus should be banned because it's another one of those where you don't have much of a penalty for a really big bonus, essentially. There's that polymerization. I'm gonna avoid it for now. Because if I... Alright, we're good. Ugh. Good point, it's another way to get a free Exodia piece. I didn't... Are you just building an Exodia deck now? Is that what you're doing? It's not a bad idea, really, but that's funny. Parasire has a split? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's... I see what happened. Activate the effective card. What card? Oh. This player sends 2 cards to graveyard and draws 2 cards. Sure. I'll get rid of card. Oops. Get rid of card destruction and defusion. Just use... Oh, that's fair. As long as that's all it does, I think you're okay. Discard their entire hands. So Morphing Jar could be pretty funny here. I'm not gonna have any cards, and I'm gonna make him group his entire hand. Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed, Reject. I get it. I get why you're doing that, but as someone who's just been wrecked by that before, it's like, oh, it hurts my soul. I can't even kill his Revival Gem. My cards aren't strong enough. Set. This is gonna get mean. This is gonna get real mean. So I'm gonna play Morphing Jar. I'll draw 5 cards. Then I'll use Giant Trunade to bounce my Swords of Revealing Light back to my hand. He's got a good card, though. He just can't use it. Set you. I want all the cards. Well, you should talk to... you should talk to Cries of Mankind, because he said that he has all the cards. Even the DLC cards. Which... I believe him, but that's a lot. That's a lot of cards. So what would you use if you could? Would you go more with Synchro Summons? Or would you go more with... I should be able to summon him. Even though I don't necessarily want to. Set it. And... Swords of Revealing Light. With Morphing Jar. Do I have anything in my graveyard? Red Eyes Black Dragon. You? Because if I special summon, I have to send it to the graveyard. From what I remember, Stardust Dragon was super OP. You end up using him in almost all of the storyline battles. What card is this? Oh, it's called a Hunt. That's funny. Back to this Pot of Greed nonsense. Nope. Special summon from your graveyard, you can draw 1 card. Now we use it. Only 1 monster, of course. So much cheese. Oh, wait. He's gonna get his Call of the Haunted back, so that might have been stupid. So that was Revival Jam. Yes. Now we're going to town on him. Oh, I can't. Why can't I attack them? Oh, because I control spell and trap cards. Whoops! Hurt myself there. Something face up. Rats! Wasn't paying attention. What deck would I do? I don't know enough about XYZ monsters to say that I would go for the OP XYZ monsters. I think... That's a good question. I think I would probably go for... I would go for some... I like the fusion monsters, to be honest with you. There are a lot of really cool fusion monsters. I've also got some pretty bad problems. Not much I can do, I don't think. I'll try this again. Thought I had it. I would probably go with Stardust Dragon. I had a lot of fun playing that. I had a lot of fun playing Rainbow Dragon, but that's from the... Oh, what storyline is that from? That's from the end of GX. Favorite fusion monster... Isn't there like a Stardust Rainbow Dragon? I like a lot of the elemental heroes that Jade makes in GX. Like Shining Flare Wingman. Oh, basically, Rainbow Dragon is the most OP monster in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. It requires all of this ridiculous stuff to do, and it's got like 5,000 attack, and it destroys all the cards on the other person's side of the field. I'm not re-getting the text exactly right, but it's crazy what it does. Card's always treated as a Phantom Beast. That's good for it. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Oh yeah, well it's not meant to be fair because it's part of that whole. It's the final card in the game, so it's not necessarily meant to be fair. Let's use swords on him. That's cool. I never had that luck. All the card packs I picked were the really weird ones. Maybe the effect of a card. Which card? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I got cards from like the XYZ deck, and it was back from way before I knew what it did or what it was. And it ended up being really disappointing for me because I didn't know what I was supposed to do. Like, I had been watching the regular cartoon. I was so lost. It was hilarious. Nothing. Sorry, I'm just sitting here furious at how bad Yugi's deck is. Cool. So this looks a lot like the anime right now. What if you don't control a Revival? But do you have the Blue-Eyed Shining Dragon? That's the question. That's fine. Brain control his revival gem. Summon Buster Blader. I'm just thinking about having 4 shiny blue eyes. That would be set. Were you into Pokemon? Because that reminds me of like when you'd meet the kids that all had shiny, like Charizards, and that's the example everyone uses, but like shiny Venusaur, stuff like that. I always thought those were so cool. Just putting more of these slime tokens out here. We've got him in a good spot now, because he doesn't have those revival gems. But this is... I still gotta grind out all these fights. Red-Eyed Black Dragon. You seem like you were kind of just into collecting. Because I was that way with Magic for a while. I collected Magic cards and I had no idea how to play. Because everyone in my school was super into it. So I was like, okay, Magic the Gathering is apparently something. I don't know what it is or what it does, but I'll be into it. And then they would get banned because some kid would get really upset that he traded away all of his good cards or something. Bring back Gazelle. We gotta start wiping out some of these slime tokens. We want to get anywhere. Actually, if he keeps putting those out there, this is gonna work out. If he does one more without doing anything shady, he can win. Do you still have them? Because that would be awesome now that you know how to play. What do you want to bet that's something not good? Both players this card. We'll do this just in case. Just in case. Hey, got him! I don't know if they'd be worth anything, though. But that would be... You should absolutely build a deck. It's one of those... It would be a lot of fun if you knew some other people that played. Now you're just bragging. You got the... Because that was the other thing. If you didn't have the mat, it's like you didn't know where all the cards went. And it was just such a hard game to figure out when you just had a pile of cards. But that's awesome. Ugh. Yami Bakura is a disaster, if I remember. Looks like we're on top of the blimp. Well, Pendulum's... First of all, Pendulum is broken. And I don't think it ever should have been introduced. No, I didn't buy the starter ones because I thought I knew enough about it that I didn't need them. And I'm disappointed that I didn't. But I had the starter Pokemon decks because I wanted to learn how to play that. Yu-Gi-Oh! I wanted to try and collect the cards. And it wasn't working out. So, yeah. This may not work out for me. Oh, good. Probably means we're going to the Shadow Realm. I didn't use... Shooting myself in the foot here. Well, so is that how you got the 4 blue eyes then? Because I'm sure the Seto one probably had at least 1 blue eyes in it. And I know I'm gonna lose. I'm going to the Shadow Realm. These are not good times. Ha. Sort of feeling nice now. I mean, do I have Jinzo? Is there anything I can... I can use to speed this up, because I've got problems. Same stats. That's cool. That seems like something that would be... That seems like it would have been from the starter deck, like an alternate art. I thought for a second you were talking about the Blue Eyes Shining Dragon. I was like, that'd be really cool. Oh yeah, you got that with the first Yu-Gi-Oh movie. We're gonna surrender. I don't want to lose to Destiny Lord, which he's gonna beat me with. Yeah, back. Well, I think they were still banned when they first came out, but it was back when you could only get those by going to the movies. I remember that. Well, do you remember Duelist of the Roses? That came with the Magnet Warrior cards. Because I still have 3 of those sitting somewhere because I bought Duelist of the Roses and it came in the box. They were masters of that. If you wanted to have all the cards, you had to buy all of the extra stuff. Sage's Stone. Like that. Yeah, they had, it was Alpha, Beta, and Gamma. They all came, I'm pretty sure they came with them. I think they would have had to have, because that's the only way I would have gotten. I wasn't buying cards yet at that point. I'd gotten into the game. Alright, let's see if we can do some work here. Not right away, because we got this Nightmare Steel Cage. But we've at least got these 2 out. So this is looking better than the last. This is looking better than the last game was. And I got to hold B. Alright, there's Destiny board. Knew that was coming. Buster Flater. Nothing I can do either. He'll have N. Steel Cage goes away. What monster type? I always thought... I like the Fiend monsters because they were big when I first got into it. This isn't good. I'm gonna lose again to stupid Destiny board. Unless for some reason he can't. Proper order. Because he's stuck now. Yeah, no, I'm gonna lose. So I've got 1 shot at this. But yeah, I like the Fiend monsters. They were always so much different in the original show and everything. Even the fact that they only had like 1,430 attack points and weird stuff like that. Well, shoot. That's no good. What monster type is your favorite? Because you know, I mean, since you're in all the synchro summons, you know way more about them than I do. Whoops. Cancel. Oh, I want to beat this. There's 6 more, counting this duel. If we can get through it, then I'm making great progress. You really are a Kaiba guy. Or girl, I guess I shouldn't assume. But, yeah, because Kaiba was all about the spellcasters, too. Well, you can always use the story one first. Activate effect. Discard Karibo. And multiply. And set monster reborn. Play card destruction. And set. Activate monster reborn. Summon Berfomet. Attack mode. Try and take out whatever he's got there. Okay. So far, so good. That works because he'll go for that and lose some life points. Gain 700 attack. Still not enough to outgun this. I haven't. Is it, I mean, just based on what we've been talking about, I assume it's a card game. There we go. But yeah, what's it about? I'd look it up, but I'm a little bit distracted at the moment. Fortunately, their turns give me a second to kind of get caught up on hanging out for a little bit. Nice! How much is it? Okay, I'm in. That's all I needed to hear. I'm hoping this doesn't come back to bite me. That's awesome. There's so many card games right now. That's fine. Another Sangan. I will. There's another game I'm really into right now. It's called Animation Throwdown, and if you're into Family Guy or American Dad or Bob's Burgers, it's basically a card game that involves characters from all of those shows. So the cards, instead of like Dark Magician and stuff like that, the cards you get are like, you get Bob from Bob's Burgers, you get Peter from Family Guy. It's a really cool concept. I like it. What does Dark Necrosphere do again during the end phase? Center was monster card. Target one face-up monster. Put this card. Yeah, I don't think I want to do that. Put another magic formula on Dark Majo. He's gonna get another, probably Dark Necrosphere. It is a lot more convenient, but it's also, it's not the same, because when you have a shiny card, like a fully shiny card, it's the coolest thing. You know, because even Yu-Gi-Oh! Has those where you'll get the entire card can be shiny. What? What did I do? Ah, I messed this up. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Thought I had him this time, but apparently I don't. Clash Royale. Ugh. That's the problem. So many of those card games are pay to win. This card. Shoot. Yeah, and I don't have any way to get around that now. That's disappointing. I thought I had him beaten. Oh, I'm sure they do. And the problem is there's a lot of people in Hearthstone that are like sponsored. So the people that sponsor them basically pay for those cards for him because, well, if he's going to represent us, he needs all of the gold. He needs full gold cards. But yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know Hearthstone cards were that expensive. Because I guess I thought it was just one of those things where you basically farm booster packs and that was the only way you could get cards. With all equipped cards on the field. This isn't good. We're probably going to need to surrender this one pretty soon. Unless I get lucky and he has a bad draw. That'll be enough to take me out. Magic Cylinder will do. Magic Cylinder will do nicely. $50. Because they put in the 120 new cards every month. Which is the ridiculous part about it. I mean, it's smart on their part, don't get me wrong. But that's just hard to keep up with. 120 new cards. So just when you've got a decent deck. And let me guess, they change up the ban lists and things like that? So just when you've got a good card, or when you've got a good deck, they'll ban everything that you've got, and you're back to square one. Because that's how a lot of these card games work. Alright, we can at least Broken Mirror force him. So he's gonna play Dark Necrofear. Yeah, but I mean, how many people actually play wild mode? Like, that sounds like something that... It sounds like something that they do just to not have to deal with that. Is it any fun? Watch, he'll get lucky. Yep. They always do. It's a 1 in 3 chance, but it seems like it's 100%. Well, like... But that balances it out. If everything is OP, then you have a chance. But if you play like standard mode, that would probably be harder because... I mean, it's like Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything in story mode is OP, but at least everybody has the same OP stuff. Now, the people who build Exodia decks, like we were talking about earlier, that's a little bit ridiculously OP. Yeah, you can have like 20 different decks. It's just, like you said, it gets to be a little bit much when you start to get into the competitive side of things, because you can't enjoy the deck building part. You know, when you play competitive, you have to have a certain set of cards, otherwise you don't have a chance. And that's kind of the part that's not very fun about it. Well, this is the best shot I've had against Yami Bakura to start out in a little bit. Apart from the time I got stuck. Oh, he played Nightmare Steel Cage, of course. And there's Destiny. This is gonna be a while. I wish there was a way to check my splits without having to move all around, because I wanted to see how many more battles there were. 7 Tools of the Bandit. We may We may have just made some progress. No, because I guess that doesn't count as a trap card activation. Oh, this guy's giving me all the trouble right now. This is driving me nuts, because I was cruising. Sure, it's not going to help me. I'll get one card. He always just picks more Sangans. Wait, what? Why is it letting me check the field? I think I missed something. F. Oh, I just get to see his deck for some vaguely explained reason? Okay. Not that it's gonna matter, because in 2 turns I'm posted anyway. Or not. Okay. So that face-down trap card he played, whatever it's gonna do, will keep me from losing. And if you get a good draw against YoBGS, this would go so quickly. So quickly. Because basically, it's meant to be quick, because he's got Destiny boards. You either get 7 Tools of the Bandit and destroy it, or you have to run him down as quickly as possible. Right now, unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm going to be running him down very quickly. Nightmare Steel Cage. No, because he just played that, so it's not going to matter. This is unbelievable. I wasn't expecting this to be... I wasn't expecting this guy to give me any trouble. Like, I knew he had the Destiny board, but when I did the reverse story duels, it was impossible to win. Like, Yami just wrecks you every time, so I'm kind of surprised I'm having as much trouble as I am. I still got Odeon, I still got Merrick, and I think I have to fight Joey again for some vaguely explained reason. No, see, because I'm doing the story decks for the speedrun, so I can't bring in an Exodia deck. I have to use this one. And believe me, I wish I didn't. Because this is starting to get tough. Brain Control is face-up monster. Soul Exchange. Well, summon the face-up monster, so that'll help me out. Brain Control you. Yeah, I know I'm gonna get it. there's one other time I'm running against right now, because there's only one other person who's posted a speedrun time for... Boy, you're not kidding. But there's only one other person who's posted a speedrun time for this, for Xbox One. And I've got a really good pace going and I want to beat him, but I don't know that it's going to happen. I hope it does, but... Gamma, do your thing. That's fine. Still killed Sangan. And I can attack again anyway. Now this is looking promising. The luck is looking like it's on our side, but if I had something wood in here, I'd be knocking on it, because that usually doesn't bode well for me in this one. Okay. That's what we want to see. Dark Magician, you don't help me out much right now. Another Sangan. Let's see here. We're alright so far. Because he's still got to play the A and the L. He'll get the A now. But with 2 cards left, he plays... That's not good. That's gonna mess up everything. Because I can't kill him on this turn, unfortunately. Collected power won't help me. That's disappointing. Thought we had him. Because we'll do 550. He'll get Destiny board and then I'll lose. Shoot! Yeah. Good for you. Dang it! Gotta find the way to beat this one. Because we're getting close. Let's see here. I don't know why I'm worrying about the rock, paper, scissors. Because he'll go second, I think. And that helps me out. We're making such good progress. We've been fighting this guy for 20 minutes now. Let's see, Baphomet. Add 1 from your deck to your hand. Baphomet, Gazelle. Doesn't really get me where I want to go quickly. Basically, getting lucky in this particular duel means I need to get another Dark Magician out before he starts playing Destiny board. And fingers crossed I can do that. He'll take another Sangan, because that's what he always does. He also has... I don't know if you saw when I checked his deck earlier. He's got, like... Well, my guess would be 4, because that's the most he can have. He has 4 of those Destiny boards. So I've got that to look forward to. That's probably the F. Equip only Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl. Okay. Set. This could be helpful. Another Sangan. He'll pick up another one out of the graveyard. I should be attacking with him, with the Silver Fang, because Silver Fang can destroy those Sangans, and then I can just use Dark Magician Girl and get through it. Yeah, now he's got the Destiny board, so now it's wasting its time. And he's got Dark Necrophere. So this went south pretty quickly. I'm probably gonna have to try it again. Finishing. 31. Yeah, that's no good either. Any spell? I don't know. I don't think so. There's this card called 7 Tools of the Bandit, and that'll let me counter a trap card when it activates. So I can counter Destiny board once, but that's all I can only get it that one time. So I mean, really, I just need this fight to... once I get past this one, I don't think any of the other duels are as ridiculous. I know Odeon is weird because he's got some trap cards that he turns into monsters. But even that doesn't feel as ridiculous as this has. Okay. This looks good. He'll probably have Nightmare Steel Cage, and it won't matter. Would be my guess. But yeah, there's one spell removal I know of in this deck. So not much in the way of options. Okay, so this is good. We'll do that. Then we'll do Sage's Stone. Summon Dark Magician. Okay. I didn't want the one in my hand, but fine. Animation. I'm wondering how this is gonna go bad, Mario. Because I know it's coming, but I don't really know how it's gonna get there. Still got that Spellbinding Circle, so I'm kind of okay. That's there if we need it. Yes! This is the card I was telling you about. Oh, it's gotta be. I'm hoping. I'm gonna get greedy here. This is Sangan. We got it! Unless he's got some voodoo in his hand. But do you see that? That was turn 5. That's all it takes if you get the right luck. You can beat him on turn 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more duels. We're on Awakening of Evil. I'm trying to remember what my splits are for. Alarm for Evil, I wasn't sure. Then Destiny confirmed. Dang, don't even say Black Hole incoming. I hadn't seen that the whole time. Thanks, yeah. So now we gotta get through 5 more. But we should be okay. We should be able to do that. What is Fairy Box? That right now. Summon Gearfried. I guess I could have put Skull Dice down. See, but watch Odeon. He's got a ton of weird trap cards. See what I'm saying? Okay. Sure. Okay, sure. Good. This is the only way around the crazy thing he's done so far. I can't attack with Panther Warrior, but I can defend, and it might work. It's crazy enough to work, so we're gonna have to wait until the battle fades and see if we can pull it off. No. Yes. Oh, I'm sure you did. That's because you're using broken evil decks of broken evilness. 2. So this isn't gonna work. It's worth a shot. Well, that's all I got. You're gonna have to try this one again. Monster Reborn? Is there anything I can... Anything I can reborn? Once monster declares an attack. You know what, Joey? We're gonna gamble. Or maybe not. I thought I was gonna gamble, but apparently I'm not. Activate the effective card. $3. I mean, maybe Odeon will deck himself. I could always count on that. Yeah, you had Harpy's Feather Duster. I'm sure you did. Missed it. So that one we didn't win. Yes. Alright, we're gonna go Monster Reborn. Bring back this. This is our last shot. We're gonna have to call this coin toss right, or we'll have to redo it. Oh, he didn't attack. We're gonna have to redo it. So that's basically what Odeon does. And then the game tries to give you advice. It tells you to put Jinzo out. It's like, I would love to do that, game, if you'll just give me Jinzo right off the bat. That's what we'll do. Did my legs spike a little bit? No, I'm good. Drop the key for me. Just being picky. Monster Reborn, Baby Dragon, Giant Shroom. There's your gold sarcophagus. Joey, what are you doing? What are you doing with this deck right now? Get rid of the legendary Fisherman and Swordman of Landstar. Okay. I can't really... Even if I shield and sword, I can't take it out. Do that. Oh, wait. Giant Shroonade will be helpful momentarily. Let me try this for now. I can always use Giant Shroonade later if I need to. Trap card, Valley. He loves those trap cards. But so far so good. So that'll work. That'll work. Well, no, it's not like I have Monster Reborn because I want to. I have Monster Reborn because the game gave it to me. There's a difference. Of course he has Swords of Revealing Light, but we can get around that. Card, no. No. I don't think he can just instantly play them, so that's good. So that's 36, 41, 46. Basically, I'm just going to send the farm at him as soon as I can. Continue your main phase. No. I don't need to. No. Once Swords of Revealing Light goes away, we can actually do some things here. Card, no. Yes. Kuna with chain. We'll get rid of his weird trap cards and become monsters. Okay. Good for you for summoning the Tiki Curse, I guess? Grave Robber. Is it worth it to summon Baby Dragon at this point? 36.50. 5650. No. That'll go away. He's using those to block. Fairy box doesn't help either. Because what's its defense? 1000? Another trap card, this monster. Okay, we're looking good. Looking good for now. We get one more of these and it'll be smooth sailing. But he's got all the weird stuff. So you never know. Okay. So is that it? Yes. Whoops. Still okay. Still okay. Should have played Giant Trunade at the beginning of the turn, but we made it. Good work. Zexal's really hard. His 5Ds is after Zexal, right? Okay. We got a duel with Destiny. This one can be annoying. We gotta fight Merrick. And then the last battle's a lot of fun. So we're doing good so far. Seto, just don't do anything stupid. Don't do anything stupid. Help me out. She's got magic Millennium items that'll win her the game, but we can be okay. Should be one. Death Spiral Imp. 31 face a monster. That's fine. I can do that. Discarding doesn't help me any. Gets them out of my hand, but that's about it. So is Zexal the last one, or is that 5Ds? I forget what the order is. Yup. Ring of Destruction. Kaiser Glider. I'm gonna get greedy here. Zexal is the 4th. Is it? So then it's Yu-Gi-Oh!, it's GX, it's 5Ds, then Zexal, and then the weird one with the pendulums. Yeah, Arc. So Arc V only has one story battle, and it basically teaches you how to pendulum something. Arc V is weird. So, you know, you got that to look forward to. With the effective card, yes. Shrink. Oh, this can't be this easy. What am I missing? Yeah, Arc V is only one, and all you have to do is beat. All you have to do is learn how to pendulum summon, basically. Well, you like 5Ds a lot, don't you? Shizu's playing all this nonsense. That helps. I'm going for it all here. Not gonna get it. Ugh. Yeah, but if you're playing reverse story, if you're playing the reverse battles, you're going to be going up against the Stardust Dragon a lot. Obelisk. Well, it's not that hard to make. If I'd have done that the other way, that would have gone better. Oh. And now I can't hit surrender fast enough. Yeah, this is one, this is gonna be brutal, two, this is gonna take a long time. Kaibo, we tried. We tried, man. Gadget soldier. That's not gonna help. The original story decks for 5D, they're pretty good. There's a lot of... It sets you up for synchro summons really well. Because the whole point of 5D is for you to learn what synchro summons do. So they're actually pretty easy to get if you use the story deck. I mean, I know you're not a big fan of them because you like deck building and stuff. But I would recommend trying some of the story decks because they are pretty fun. So this is good news. We will, first of all, do this. Yes. I will set him. All right. This is not going well already. Okay, we got rid of those. But she's still got 50 swords of revealing light. I guess pendulum summoning confuses me so much. Because I think technically it counts as a special summon, so you can. Squingle. Yeah, because I think if you summon 2 pendulum cards, you can then special summon basically everything you need to. Yes, Feral. Can you kill that? You can kill that. Of course you did. That's fine. Still don't know what that trap card is. I hit. Ugh! I let go of B. Too late. Summoner's Art. It's not gonna help. Cause yeah, all I can add is that. Did you win? I'm pretty sure this duel is harder than the last one. And that's what's so infuriating about it. Of course you won. Okay, Summoner's Art, Soul Exchange. Soul Exchange doesn't help unless I can live a turn. So set that. All these crazy cards she has. No. Actually, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back in 2 seconds. Okay, I've regrouped. I think I've got it now. I think I've got the plan. Or do I? Yes, I do. Activate. I want to change shrink. I thought... Again, if I understand that right, and I don't know that I do... the two numbers on like the sides of the card indicate like what you can summon between. So if you played like a Pendulum 7 and a Pendulum like 4, you could special summon as many 5 or 6 monsters as you want for free. Which, go figure, doesn't make a lot of sense to me either, but apparently you can. Shizu! Oh my... 3 Graceful Charities, and a Pot of Greed. No. In the main phase, no. Yes. That still wasn't enough. I don't know if it'll let you Pendulum summon in normal duels. It might. When I'm in face-up defense position, you can't attack. Soul Exchange would help me if I had another card. No kidding! And then she... Oh, that was horrible. That was horrible. I'm down to the last few battles, too, and I've actually got really good time going for, at least for Xbox One. Man! Challenge bosses... I don't think so. I think it's just a different... I think they might have better decks, like, than their story decks. Okay. Here she goes again. That was quick. You know what? You know what? You do that all you want. I probably should have been paying attention. I didn't even know. Okay. I can do that. I wasn't sure if there was any crazy voodoo that was gonna happen after I did that. But I survived her opening salvo, so that's good. Set test Pharaoh, man. It's gonna get sent back to my hand. Huh. Actually worked out. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna deal with that. Nice idea, but no thanks. Summon. Oh, nice. Can be any card. That's pretty good. Do Ring of Destruction. I think Ring of Destruction is another one of those banned cards. Okay. Really? You sure about this, Ishizu? That's far more damage than I've gotten to do to you so far. But if you want to let me put that much damage on, you go right for it. What is it? What stall tactic? What craziness? What mirror force? Yes! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. 2 to go. Flash in the Coliseum, face off. I lied. 3 to go. I don't know if I need to add another split or not. I'm actually not sure. I've never made it this far before. I missed what Kaiba's doing. I don't know if I'm going first. I also don't know what it says about my stream that I went to the bathroom and had like 2.5 times as many people watching, but I'll take it. 1 card from each other's hand to their hand. I don't want to give you Slifer. So... Or do I? Because it's going to go in the graveyard anyway. Set you. Sure. See if there's a spell card that can help me. Oh, didn't see that coming. Didn't know he was gonna take my. Didn't know he was gonna take the 1 spell card I wanted to play against him. He can play card destruction if he wants. I'll let him throw 5 cards away. Kaiser Seahorse. Jackson. Why are you bad card? So I could get Slifer out, but it's pretty much worthless because I don't have any cards or in my hand. Because you can get ready to see the Duelist. And you can hear the magical trains in the background. Can I at least get rid of whatever this is? Could be looking at a reboot here. Might have to try it again. No. Unless if he... No. Give me something. Come on, Yugi. Dark Magician. What do you got? Another... Cool, Yugi. Cool. Thanks for showing off your God card. story deck. Yeah, the best Xbox One time for story deck is 3 hours 38 minutes. So I'm probably gonna blow it because I've got 3 duels in about 45 minutes to get them done. But we'll see. I have a decent one. Like, my day job is working in radio, so that helps. But I can hear them really loudly, so that's why I just assume that everyone else can. Yeah. I don't know what Life Force Sword is good for, really, except for just possibly stalling. But without knowing what cards are in his hand, really. 1 or less cards, that's fine. We hit by big shield. Of course, Queen's Knight is not that good. Started by spell card. You go that way. Set you. Yugi, what even is this deck? Like, I'm trying to figure out if I should just hoard cards. That's fine. Kaiba has a blue eyes? No. I'll summon while you control Queen's Knight. Sure. I'm just hoping for basically sacrifice fodder here. And then maybe I can catch up to Kaiba. I just haven't seen enough cards yet to know where I need to go with this. That'll do. Yes. I can use Pot of Greed right about now. That'll do. Or Graceful Charity. Anything that's going to give me more cards would be nice. That's fine. That dies. We've got a showdown. Oh, that's right. He tries to make XYZ Dragon Cannon. He obviously has the better deck. He has the better deck because he designed the tournament. We're dueling on his blimp. Basically, he made all of the rules for this. And surprise, surprise. Well, no, he made it to the semifinals. I guess he didn't make it to the finals. Okay. Interesting strategy. Thank you, Pot of Greed. Double spells. Ugh. That's fine. Well played, Kaiba. I wish you could check opponents' graveyards in the middle of your turn, because it would make... Because I want to see if Double Spell is actually worth it. What a weird duel so far. I do still have Summon Skull. Summon Skull is the way to go in a lot of these, because it only takes 1 sacrifice to use. There's Force Raider. Soul Exchange would be nice. Alright. He has cost down. if I draw a spell card, I can play cost it and go from there. Attack with Lord of D. So I need to draw any spell card. And we are good to go. Lightning Circle. Not gonna do. They really should. There's not a whole lot of reason that they couldn't have released Duel Links like on Steam at the same time that they put it out for the mobile. Because, I mean, an app is just, it's a program anyway. Well, the problem you run into, Mario, is that it's still going to be the same kind of pay to win. I don't know that it'll hold as well as this. I'm game, but... Go Gazelle. Go Swords. I know that's a stupid move. I just realized it was a dumb move. Because for some reason I thought I had Silent Doom. I didn't think I had Soul Charge. Killed some of his stuff, so it's okay. Yeah, well, when this came out, it was a little bit clunky at the time, but sure, he can have my Dark Magician. Especially if I can take his Kaiser Seahorse and attack him. No. That's fine. But yeah, the nice part about this game, Mario, and you know because you played like Duelist of the Roses and stuff, this was the first game that was really true to the story decks. They always kind of had gimmicks and stuff in the earlier games, and made it not as fun. I mean, for me anyway, it made it not as fun. So the fact that they just had a game that stuck to the story modes, that was really cool. And that was, I mean, that was good enough for me. He's playing all the D. Hanging in there. One more. One more. Good. Not dropping many frames. That's nice. Let me guess. Seto has a Karibo or something. He's like learned from his mistakes, and now he's gonna have a Karibo that he magically drew last turn. Nope. Got it. Now, will Merrick behave? This is gonna be close. This is exciting. I've never actually completed a speedrun before. So this is pretty cool. I'm getting pretty close to the end here. And if you're just popping in, checking things out, because you might have seen that I was close to the end here, I plan to speedrun a fair amount of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I do a little Link to the Past randomizers and stuff too. So if any of those are interesting to you, you can always come back and check me out. I just started. This is my third stream, and my plans right now are to stream kind of Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. But like I said, I'm just getting started, so who knows? You put what are you doing, young American? Okay, put one spell card. okay, I'll start over. Do over. I forgot, he's got a really weird deck. Alright, we're at 255. And the Xbox One best time is 3:38. As I waste time playing around on the menus here. Now the best time is like an hour 30. Pot of Greed, Obelisk, Soul Charge. Rats. Pot of Greed. And I could play King's Knight and Jack's Knight. Might be getting Obelisk out. If I don't screw this up. That's a good way to screw this up. Any number of monsters in my grave. There's Boganian. No. Forgot about Mirror Force. That's okay. Soul Exchange. Soul Charge. How did they do it? Well, the people that have the best times, Mario, are on PC, and I think the load times might be a lot better on PC. That's my guess. Alright, that's right, I can't attack because I use Soul Charge. That's fine. Legendary Fiend, Cool Beans. Card, yes. I don't know if Obelisk is the right play here, but it feels like a good idea. Gamma, I need you. I'm okay with that. Let's play this card their entire hand. Knew it wasn't going to be that easy. I knew it. Continue to attack. No. Almost had it. What are you gonna do now? Queen's Knight, help me out here. Yes! Got it. Alright, Yugi. Help me out. Come on, Yugi. Despite all my mistakes, despite stopping to go to the bathroom, got a chance. Did you banish them? This card gains 3. I mean, that sounds cool and all, but I think I'm gonna pass them. It's possible if you do banish them, this card gains 300 attack for each card destroyed this way. Night. That's okay. That goes up to 1500. Attaboy, Yami. Congratulations. Well done. You achieved a great victory for us both. I was focusing so hard on playing the game that apparently you forgot to play all of your cards, and I've sent you away for good. You've opened the door for me thanks to you, blah, 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 blah. I am goodness. Nice!